That question of how we're aligned with reality, how we're aligned with the present moment. Am I here? Am I seeing and experiencing things clearly? Right? This is really such a huge question, and this is why we meditate. This is why we contemplate. This is why we study the mind, to come to some understanding of where am I actually aligned with reality and where am I misaligned with reality. And that brings up the first way of looking at this third characteristic, which is the characteristic, if we are misaligned with reality, is called dukkha, D-U-K-K-H-A in Sanskrit. And this is a word that most frequently, I would say, gets translated into English as suffering, right? We may be familiar with this. We go much deeper in year-long Buddhist studies into the Four Noble Truths, and the first of those is the truth of dukkha, or suffering. But many teachers also translate this in probably a slightly more helpful way as the truth of dissatisfaction or unsatisfactoriness. Sometimes this is translated as stress because that's the experience of dukkha. And sometimes it could be even translated as struggle. We're stuck. You're stuck, right? Pema Chodron talks about getting unstuck. So this idea that we're stuck in some kind of fundamental misalignment. When we experience impermanence, we cannot deal. We don't have a fluid relationship with the present moment that allows us to experience impermanence directly and integrate that experience into how we are. When we experience the fact that our identity is constantly changing, we don't have a solid me, then we struggle, we freak out, we rebel against ourselves, we rebel against the world, and we create extra stress and tension. More colloquially, this word dukkha, and I've heard this from multiple sources, yoga teachers, dharma teachers, etc., at the time that these teachings came about, 2,600 or so years ago, the word dukkha applied to carts that they used to haul supplies around with axles and the holes for the axles and wheels to turn the cart and pull. And if we've ever been on a bicycle, if you've ever aligned the wheels on your car, there's a sense of things needing to be in alignment for there to be a smooth ride. So when the holes, this is my understanding, for the axle to fit through were misaligned, that was called dukkha because the cart did not pull smoothly. It got stuck. It was rough. It was in constant state of tension rather than smoothness, right? So dukkha has this sense of stuckness, tension, stress, dissatisfactoriness, right? And we all experience this. And this is not quite the same thing as just having a painful experience. We can be very aligned with reality, and the truth of impermanence per se is incredibly painful, right? They've actually done studies. I talk about this in my latest book about mindfulness. A lot of mindfulness effects on the pain receptors of the brain. And it turns out you don't feel less pain when pain is actually happening. You feel the pain more clearly. You don't necessarily hold on to it the same way. And you don't brace or anticipate your whole life against it. But painful experiences are painful. That's the truth of reality. That's the truth of being in a human nervous system. So dukkha doesn't necessarily mean pain. It means that there's a struggle against change. There's a struggle against a fluid identity. There's a struggle against the present moment.